And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boo, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started and getting to start, Justin Steele. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. And a key piece, a guy having a big season for them, Bo Naylor.
Really an essential part of this lineup. Top 5 in slugging in the American League right now. He's putting up some pretty big power numbers, and when you can get that kind of production out of a player like this, tell you what, it's only going to make the team better as a whole.
Lane Thomas stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The Guardians could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. What a stop. And very nicely done for the out.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Jose Ramirez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And the pitch. That one just missing inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. That's the 3rd out. Guardians fail to score. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and on the hill today, Ben Lively. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Throw on to Santana, and they get Nico Hoerner one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Kyle Tucker. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Tucker, an all-star a season ago, hitting third in the lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2015.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's bad. Gone. He'll circle the bases. That's career homer number 149. It's 1-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 down. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it. And ball one.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Stays alive. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. He goes down looking. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Steele back to work. That misses the zone. 1-0. Steele, a former all-star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Late with the swing there.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one just misses. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out in the second. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Ball 1 there. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one missed.
2-1.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. 5th in the American League in RBIs coming in. Sliced hard but foul. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Here's Brian Rocchio. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
1 strike.
Two outs. Outside. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
And it's even up.
2-2.
Santana leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2. Daniel Schneemann in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Popped up right side. Bush. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. They trail here 1-0.
Yeah, I do it often.
Here at Wrigley Field, Ian Happ up to hit. Right down to shoot. 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Steps on first for the out.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just missed. That one hammered center field. That ball's carried. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And they add on. It's 2-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. With the low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Base is empty, 1 away, and now it's Miguel Amaya. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Inside, just missed.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And that is downstairs. 3-0. Lively. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfield. Runner takes off. Here's a chopper to short. And that's a base hit. And he'll reach second with 1 away. Throws high and over his head. one down, runner at third. And next for the Cubs, Nicky Lopez. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Lively winds and deals. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
John Birdie at the plate. And a foul ball. Lopez over at second. Horner at first. One gone. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
2 on, 2 outs. That one missing inside. The changeup missing, and it's 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians nothing. Welcome back, and coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. In the air, left side, Happ in position, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting 9. The catcher.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ground ball. Birdie fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play. Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Slapped foul. The 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Lopez sends it across to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back to the ballpark
off,
as
for the
we
Cubs,
check out the current
designated
playoff
hitter,
picture.
Seiya Suzuki.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next offering upstairs.
You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Noel sizing this one up, hauls it in, and there's one away.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
On the ground, and foul ball. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're in front 4-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. Thomas measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Into the shrubbery and out of here. Home run number 10 on the year, and they inch closer. It's 4-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time up. Up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. First offering, and it just misses.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
One ball.
One
two
out,
strike.
base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Santana, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Right through there for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Next pitch is downstairs. And he grounds one to the right side. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, but he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
The batter, number 6.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So runner at second, 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, David Fry. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That's in there. Strike 1. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Yeah, that's outside. Yeah, the count 1-2. Man at second. Got him swinging. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the 4th. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Noel sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. A double and a run scored his first time up. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Noel hauls it in, 2 away.
the batter, number 6, Shortstop, Nicky.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Nicky Lopez. RBI single his last time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two down, nobody on. Rips that one center field. Thomas makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Brayan Rocchio. Steele back to work. There's a strike.
You know, these Guardians, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Crow Armstrong puts it away, and there's one down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop,
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Fly to left his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
One down, base is empty. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Schneemann tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he went around. Rule the swing. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But
that's 3.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. The Guardians go down in order, and they trail it 4-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Backed off the plate that time. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Base hit, center field. And they had their first base runner since the 2nd inning. Here's the third baseman, Jon Berti. 0 for 2 in this one. Hoerner on the go. And that is out of play. Hoerner gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Ball one. 1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Thomas brings it in with a nice running grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Runner on the go.
1-0.
No throw, safe at second. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ben Lively out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitch.
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Trevor Stephan.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Two outs and one in scoring position. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. Cubs leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And downstairs. And there's a foul ball.
Ball high.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 2-2. And there's a ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Here's Lane Thomas. He's already homered in this game.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Runner at first with no outs here. Headed towards the corner. Tucker really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swings through that one above the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's Jose Ramirez having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jhonkensy Noel, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Noel.
There's a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Phil Bickford appears to be getting loose. Hodge getting loose as well. Kwan off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Way high.
Ball 2. 2-2.
That one almost got him.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Finds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians 1. Back here in Wrigley Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Naylor pulls it down. 1 away.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. To third, and it goes just foul. Check swing. Now a look down to first. Didn't go. That misses, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 3-2. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning. And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That is the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Phil Bickford.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Carlos Santana getting ready to hit. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
That's off the mark. 1-1.
1-1.
That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. And it remains 2-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
David Fry will hit next. Fought off foul. Bickford, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And that one fouled off. And down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Second baseman, Brian Rocchio.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Tap back to the mound. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of them there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Cubs 4 and the Guardians 1.
Let's do this.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The shortstop, Nicky Lopez.
Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Corner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. So man aboard. So up now for Chicago, John Burt. Horner on the go. This one in the air, right field. Noel squeezes it. 2 away now.
Up next,
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Naylor under it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out.
I've been ratted out, letting them know what the back is about. Swatted freeloaders arms when their hands was out. Hope you dudes in the street wearing Teflon. If they don't like Frosty, then I'ma give them F-Spawn. Go ahead and watch.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now, Daniel Schneemann. Bickford back to work. That one the other way. Lopez on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Naylor stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Phil Bickford won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Porter Hodge. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Man at first with 1 gone. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
That one is upstairs. Naylor off of first with 2 away. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Brings it in, and that is that. So the Cubs back here at the friendly confines. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And it's fouled away. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Right side, and foul ball. Well struck left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. 0 for 3 in this one. That's to third. Fair ball. Man at first, Michael Busch digs in now. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen.
Now pitching for
Tim Herrin gets the ball now. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Tim Herrin.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Amaya in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. Raging back towards the wall. Drops into the glove. And that is that.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, number 43.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That catches the corner.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Laced to right center, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Now here is Jhonkensy Noel. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, could be 2. Off balance beat, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And they'll do it again. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Number 6.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the Guardians' DH, David Fry. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Grounds one to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Comes up empty.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
0-2 now. Ball 1 there.
I don't think he was trying to
One
miss
ball,
by that
2 strikes.
much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Two and two.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Infield fly called there. So it's their last chance in this one. Daniel Schneemann, the next to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Throw to first, ball game, and it comes. Playing the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.
4-1 the final here today. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.